Hey all, it's me, James again, and today I'm going to do my first thoughts on a wet shaving soap. The soap today is Catie's Bubbles. Some guys on the forum that I frequent the most, the Shave Nook, have really given some really positive, strong reviews about Catie's Bubbles, and so I wanted to give it a try. Now, instead of using a fragrance that others have already spoken about, I went for a new one that was released on the site on the 26th of April. Here's the scent, and I am not a French person, so there was no description on the site when it first came out, and I had to scramble to look it up. But it looks like it says Quatre Cent Vingt, and that means 420. And so I was curious because we had just passed 420, and it turns out that this is a flowering cannabis scent soap. So, yeah. Also, Chris was very kind enough because he knew there wasn't a scent up on the site. The reason why I know what it was is because he emailed me and he let me know what it was just so that I would know what I'm getting. So, very good customer service. And I take it that that was probably so that if I didn't want that one, I could get another one or drop it off my order or whatever. So, a shout out to Chris, and thank you very much for the quick feedback before sending out the order. And again, this is going to be for Catie's Bubbles. Right now, I have water just settled on the top, and I'm going to pour that out. I'm going to take Chris, TSC, the traditional shaving evangelist advice, and I'm going to pour it in the cap this time. Advice on what he does. Sounds like a good idea. Keep that slick goodness from the water there. Set the cap off to the side. I'll be using the Lord Randal silvertip badger brush, sponsored by BullGoose, made by Vlon, only available at BullGoose. And I'm going to face lather today, based on a comment from TSE. He had mentioned wanting to know what the backbone was like for face lathering and such, and so I'll be doing that today just so that can be shown. What else? Alright, what does it smell like? Well, it doesn't smell like what I would expect it. That's not implying anything. I'm just saying it doesn't smell like I expected. Now that being said, it does have a flowery scent to it. I can't say that it's something that I'm familiar with in the flower world, other than it smells like a flower. It's not a bad scent. It's pretty clean. It's not strong, at least not sitting on the water, so we'll see how it goes coming off the brush as I lather it up. I already soaked the brush. I squeezed it out because I like starting without any water in the brush, and we'll go with the moisture that's still on top. Alright, about 10 seconds, and it's already picking up pretty nice. Put a little bit of water on the top of the soap rather than putting my brush in the water on the cap. Alright. Oh, that's the first time that's happened. My first shed. Not too bad. Normally you get those at the beginning cycles of a brush. Alright. Just a little bit more. Alright, I'm going to go with that because that looks like that'll be plenty to build with. I'm going to take the rest of this here and I'm going to place this on top of the hairs on the brush since that'll be my medium. I would put it on my face, but I'm going to have to wet it up and that'll just knock it off. So to the top of the brush. And I'm going to set the cap and the soap off to the side. Okay, I'm going to wipe my face, be right back. Alright, I'm back. I'll be using the Feather Artist Club non-folding, which takes the disposable feather razors, or razors like it. And this is day 11 with this, both the blade and this razor. It's been great for me. And it's not going to be for everyone, I know that, but I do feel strongly that it is a good razor, and I know that sometimes the blades themselves are a little much for folks, but overall I find it to be a great shave, and that's definitely for me. And again, it could be just because I've had more time using an open blade, and by no means am I an expert, but I do have a few more shaves under my belt before I even went to this, and I tend to hold my razors like that anyway as I shave, and just have that slight little bit of turn that you get with the handle is awesome. Alright, but now back to the soap. Alright, face is still damp. This is only a day's worth of growth. Sharp Spine Brian has also commented on how well the soap does. So reading about the slickness and the lather and how it leaves your skin, I'm curious as to what it'll be like. So here we go. Face lather. So far so good as far as getting it onto the skin. Just wants to come out of there. And if you can tell from the video, with plenty of backbone for this face lathering. Dipping the tips just a little bit. More moisture. A little bit more. Again, not an overpowering scent, very light. Nice and floral. Probably wondering, maybe you're wondering, why am I digging into it again after I just painted it? I'm trying to make sure that the base of the lather itself is not overly pasty. I want it yogurty. I don't want the blade to be sucked to the skin. I want it to be able to glide through the top, over the top of my skin. All right. Well, that's nice. All right, I can definitely feel the moisture hanging in the lather. Lather's great. Definitely there. Seems like it's going to be slick. Also a plus. Alright, there's what's on the brush. That's awesome. That's easily a 3-pass shave right there with touch up. Just from my experience on how the lather feels, is feeling the brush for that added weight. And dry my hand. Okay. Whiskers coming off. Lather's as dense as I would expect from a good lather. Excellent. Glancing at the lather just to see what the water looks like, and it looks like it's holding plenty of moisture. Very tricky area of the Adam's apple because my hair kind of grows up there and then it hits downward right where I stopped, right there. Yeah, it's slick. Rinsing my fingers, and then normally I could hit this cloth that I have off to the side and would normally help take that down a notch. I find that kind of doing this motion in more sensitive areas is kind of a nice way for it to kind of just come in and get it like that instead of coming straight at it. They're still holding a lot of moisture. That's pretty nice. Did I take longer doing this? Alright, pause, rinse, and repeat. Alright, I'm back. Yeah, there's some slickness here, some soft, and that's good. So, alright. Good skin feel. Alright. Plenty in the brush. See how past 2 goes. Alright, very nice. Skin is soft. Just touching it with the damp hand is bringing out the slickness from the lather, the residue, and so I have to say that scent It's pretty good. It's a floral scent, so if you like floral scents in general, it'll probably be a hit with you. I don't mind them as long as they're not overpowering. This seems quite nice. Soap's in the brush, and that's all I need for today. Again, rinse my hands real quick, rinse my face, give some final thoughts. Alright, I'm back. Final thoughts. Skin feels great. Feels conditioned, doesn't feel dry. Soft. And clean. And that's a good thing. I'm looking in my mirror as I'm talking about it. Again, brush did a great job face lathering, and I knew it would because I already have done it a couple times. But again, just holding the soap, releasing it on the face when it's needed, and having plenty of loft to keep it there for 3 passes without having to go back to the puck. And there's nothing wrong with that, or back to the soap. If you're using a smaller brush, you might have to do that. But with this one, it holds plenty, releases well. And the soap. The Catie's Bubbles Quatre Cent Vingt did well. If I said that wrong, butchered it, French people, correct it. Leave a comment about it, something, and get back with me on it. But again, it's the 420. So, smells great, nice floral scent, great skin properties, great lather, nice glide, and that's about all I can think of. Thank you for watching.